Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone doing well. Let's jump on, see what's going on, see how things are looking, see if there's going to be content today, or we'll just log in and do nothing. Warhammer Online. Oh, I hit Renown 33, nice. I wasn't even playing, I don't even know. Alright, Cadron Valley is currently, well, the Lord is being killed, so guess we missed that. Cadron Valley is top, right? Yeah, it's on our side. Nothing to worry about then, there's no fort. A mail, what did I do? Altdorf, yeah. I guess we did some Calidor. We were there for a little bit yesterday, if I remember correctly. 27 crests, so I mean, they must have done the fort as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Must have happened recently. Take some crest. Since we need 100 of them, maybe before we hit 30, whatever. Damn, there's a lot of Destro queuing up for scenario today. 9-second average for Stone Troll Crossing. I doubt it. Gonna queue scenarios while waiting for this. And if we get in, cool. And then we'll see what happens after Cadron Valley. It's awkward when you log in, you know, during a siege if they're already on the Lord, because then it's like, I don't really want to walk there. Especially when it's all the way down here, right in front of the camp. I don't even, like, there's a PvE route, sure, but I don't know my way around the maps well enough. I'm still a noob. But we're level 23, 33 renown, so we're getting there. Also, I've really been thinking about it. I was talking about it yesterday a little bit during stream. Kinda might want to make a Disciple of Cain and heal for some Destro at some point. I think, even though healing is not like my favorite thing to do, in this video game where I have 400 enemies, generally, because I live on the other side of the planet, to the EU servers. Well, EU server in this case. I think healing is like the best thing that I can do. Tanking wouldn't be so bad because then you just gotta stand on your guy and, you know, put guard on him. But healing is probably the best thing that I can do for the latency. So I do feel like making a dock at some point. So I have both Warrior Priest and Disciple of Cain for when I want to play. It's been fun running around as the White Lion, but when I leap at someone and I land, let's say I'm leaping at this person, right? If they're running, I'll leap, I'll be like here. And they're still that far away from me. So I can't hit them. Like, it's a little bit terrible. There are times when I will leap to them and I'll actually land on them and I'm like, wow, it worked. But after so many years of playing World of Warcraft, Yeah, that kind of like distance when you land a charge or something, it's too much. There's a program in Final Fantasy XIV that I used to use because I raided on NA servers. Alexander, or there's another one, No Clippy. It basically just took away the animation lock on abilities and stuff and made it feel like you were playing on like 10 emis, even if you had 200 emis. It's the only way I ever got like 95 plus percentiles in that game on the NA servers was because I was running that program that would, you know, take away the disadvantage. I'm wondering if this game has anything like that, or if you could make one. I don't really have the code and know-how to be like, yeah, I'll make a no Cliffy for Warhammer Online. But man, it would be useful for playing on the 400 ms latency. There are so many Destro queued up right now, it's crazy. There's probably a lot of Destro queued up because all the order are, you know, killing a keyboard. But I've never seen never seen that many Destro numbers. But it was an interesting thing to think about, because I was thinking about that last night. I'm like, man, I used to play 14 and have bad latency and get clipped by things every now and then because of it, but I could at least press my buttons and feel like I'm, you know, right on top of targets and stuff. Because that game has a very bad snapshot, and I feel like this game might also have a pretty bad snapshot. It's just that it's a PvP game, so it's a little harder to notice when you're not running around on 400 ms. But like I said, the netcode of this game probably was not fleshed out because World of Warcraft's netcode was fucking awful at the time Warhammer Online came out as well. Like, as a person who was living in Australia during the time Warhammer Online came out, WoW didn't have good servers for us. We were running around on 200 to 300 ms all the time. By that time, I think it was about 200. But it started at like 400 to 500. Vanilla World of Warcraft, playing from New Zealand, I had red latency the whole time. I don't even know how I got into Naxxramas. Like, I should have failed in Molten Core. It looks like that Keep Lord's about to go down. It'd be nice if a queue popped. I really don't believe this. If it was 8 seconds average queue time on Stone Troll Crossing, wouldn't the random scenario just put us in there? Come on to you, random scenario timer. I just don't think there's any order queuing up right now, so there's all the Destro that are stuck in the queue. But, you know, when you log in and they're already fighting a Keep Lord, well, bit of an awkward time. But soon, after that, then maybe we'll see what's going on. But yeah, back on the healer stuff. I think I perform well enough on the Warrior Priest with the 400 ms. Like, there's some times where I can't save someone because of it. you know, my cast will not go off or whatever because of lag. But generally, as a warrior priest, I'm just AoE healing and shielding and putting up hots anyway, right? So I think Disciple of Cain, it looks pretty much the same. And from what I remember playing of it in the live version of this game, it basically is. So at some point, probably level a Destro character and do that. I think Destro need more numbers, and they need more people who are willing to fight and not care about how many times they die. I don't give a shit if I die 100 times in a battle and get 1 kill, that's fine. As long as it was a good battle. We'll see about getting to at least... I mean, if we can actually get into a scenario that's 55 average seconds... Ha, liar. I mean, it will be. Once order queue up, then probably will be 55 seconds. I mean, DPS even get a bonus crest right now. Crazy. 18 Destro DPS in the queue. Kinda insane that we're back at Chaos Waste. This was going on last night. I logged in just to check to see what was happening. And they were... I think Destro were ramming. But I'm pretty sure Order won that and took the fort. From what I was seeing. Didn't go there, I just logged in to have a look while I was playing Warhammer Total War instead. Doing my Norska campaign. Fighting some dwarfs now. Went and raided Bretonia. Funnily enough, a minor power, Marienburg, they're minor power in the game. They're not really minor power in lore, are they? They got a big rich city. But they have landed on Norska. I'm not at war with them yet, but they are on my lands. Currently they are the strongest Empire faction in that campaign, and I'm like, what the hell is even going on? It's been a weird campaign because the other major Norscan faction got confederated by a minor faction, and then that minor faction died, so now there isn't another major Norscan faction. It's been strange. It's a very weird one for my first Norska campaign, but it's been enjoyable, especially with Seafang. You can just go wherever you want. I think you could have 10 Norska campaigns as Wolfric, and they would all feel different if you just took Seafang to a different place on the map every time. So that opens a lot of replayability, which is nice with a campaign. That's why I've played so many high elf campaigns, because they're all over the map. I mean, there's a few in Ulthuan, obviously, but got Imric in the desert, Elifanar up in Nagarond, now Aislinn, a lot of different places. Take that zone order so we can actually play some games. There's a lot of people queued up now, so hopefully some scenario will start popping off. I think I was the first EPS to queue on order. Some, like, yeah. Altdorf Road again. Got this one yesterday. If we can win, we probably level. Doug. We shall see. I will stick with Arnie because he guarded me. We'll see if he continues to guard me. Nice so far. Flame shield. I don't know if I have all of my talents actually. I've got to check that after this. Like I said though, if we win, we probably level up. I think the goal for today is at least 25. Maybe 34 or 35 renown. We'll see how it goes. I got maybe 2 healers. No, one's a... I get confused between these two things. Go. Go to the close place. Makes sense. Only you go somewhere, I'll follow. You follow me. Where's that other guy? I don't see him on the map. Gonna go around in a circle. Could go fight them. Lita. See about that. Well, our warrior priest ran into them, so no, that's good because he probably held them back at that moment. But we all have to fight them, so we can't just keep running around in circles away from them. But I'm gonna follow the herd. Okay, well. The Destro came for us. We had to go for them. They kind of caught us out of position rather than the other way around. Our healer is still alive. Did run away. Good. Saves points, I guess. We need to get a good engagement. We need to not get run over by all the guys. Maybe we can't have a good engagement. Especially when the whole team tunnels tank. I don't know why it does that. They seem a bit better than us though. Somehow we're ahead on score. Do you not get like points if you don't kill us, like in a base? Yeah. I must say, squig herders do way too much damage. So let's try to take him out immediately. Aim disarmed. It was a bit of an engagement because I was tunneling the squig herder, so it wasn't just, you know, doing unlimited damage. But still, they definitely have the better for all of us. It's weird that our points are equal even though we haven't got any kills. We have. I've hardly been able to even fight, get killed. squig anywhere around? I don't see him. Come here. We chop you in half. Some bullshit. I hate when I like change my target to their tank and I see him below half health. What are you guys? People just tunneling tanks. I mean, Destro definitely deserved this win because they have been better. We have 0 kills. Our healer's really good at surviving when he's the last one alive. Weird. Like, the only time our healer was seemingly healing was when they were the only group. Another. Nice, immediately. I've never been to Doomfist Crater, I think. Maybe I have. Maybe it was a weekend. Yeah, I've done this one on my warrior priest. Very long time ago. When it was the weekend. Thought I'd take that point and fight. Flash heal. I wonder if he's a healer. We'll just do scenarios until I know what the hell is going on in VR, or maybe we'll just do scenarios until they're not happening, because probably better for us anyway. It's non-stop action at least. Once we are 26, I can equip my 2 pieces of Devastator that I have for gold. I'm probably just going to get full Devastator for the next ward because it's cheap enough. I know a lot of people are like, oh, save your war crests, you're going to need them. I don't think I'm going to be taking any character to level 80 renown. So, the thought of saving my war crests because I might need them if I play for, you know, a year. Move, mate. So much damage. I mean, the tank gave me guard, but I was already like, no, buddy. Squig herders me. This is how this thing went, I remember. Usually, we were winning because I was on my warrior priest. You got way more impact when you're a tank or a healer in scenarios, definitely. Tank immediately gets blown away. Not gonna be good for me. I got stunned. And then I'm dead, basically. Well, looks like a second loss of the day. Not much I can do when a witch house stuns me and I just get dropped to like no HP immediately. But we tried. Haven't killed a single person in a scenario today. Need my tank guy. Can't go down there myself, I'll just die. Even with guard, I just don't. What the hell is that? What's that do? I don't even know. Okay, I lost the tank in damage. The Avenging Brewer. Okay. Just for completing a greenskin scenario. Maybe I should use one of my armor potions. I don't think it will help too much. I don't have like big ones, but maybe I could live an extra hit. Chaos Waste might be a good play for today at some point. I think we had a better team that game than what we had in the first game, but I think Destro also had a better team. They had good CC, good focus fire, like that. Witch Elf would just open on me with a stun and then I'd get shot by the squig herd and die immediately. You know? That's how it goes when you're a glass cannon though, as I am right now. Full strength talisman. I have a lot of wounds talismans in my inventory, but what's another 100 health gonna do? Anyone that I know running a bean today? Seen Lady Casca around a bit. I think she was in our warband yesterday. That she... I don't know. We can get one more scenario and then maybe go and do Chaos Waste. See if we can get a fort going. Depending on how many Destro, I might even log into my Warrior Priest fort. Had my fun with the White Lion now. I'm kind of like, yeah. Pretty good. Been fun. Tier 1 was way more fun, but you know, you're not fighting level 80 full sovereign people at level 16, are you? In tier 1. It's definitely been a lot bumpier than leveling a healer. Like, I think my healer only lost one scenario. My White Lion has already lost 2 today. While leveling, at least. My tank, same. Like, I don't know if my tank ever lost a scenario. Like, I'm only 33 on it. But the fact that as a tank you can just hold the orb that's doing like damage to you in that marshland scenario and still, you know, live and be doing tons of damage and be just feeling like a god, you know? That was pretty fun. I did enjoy that. I just know as a tank, as soon as I go into RVR, I die immediately, which is not different than being a melee DPS, is it? So, at least at this point. Later on, sure, might be a bit different. I think if I'm to play this game long term, I think healer is probably where I'm gonna have to be, just because of the nature of the latency. But it's fun to try different things and fuck around. Now, if I was playing with like a group of people, like when my friends started with me, there were 5 of us, right? Then I could probably play anything because it's going to be fun no matter what. You got people watching you back, playing with the same goals. When you're just playing with random people, you never know what's going to happen. It's always a mixed bag. And I am generally playing with random people. I don't know if I have like the time and commitment levels to like commit to joining a guild and making new friends and stuff like that. Because life is gonna get busy. Because I'm planning on going back to school. Which is a weird thing to say when I'm nearly 40, but go get a degree. Stuff like that, you know? Stuff that I never did when I was younger. We need some Destro healers in the queue. Good amount of people queuing up today, though. Even if the Destro are better, at least it's a good amount of people queuing up. But hey, I'd rather be a white line that dies a lot while helping out the group than a white line that just runs, you know, 100 yards ahead of the group and dies immediately before an engagement. At least I'm trying. Because I've seen some white lines that just think they can run off away from their party and kill everybody because they're a white line. And it's like, Not when you're leveling, sir. Yeah, I gotta go and check that out. Said I would, but I forgot. Get out the way, man, being beheaded or whatever. I don't know if he is being beheaded. He's just a bit chained up right now. We need Destro healers that don't heal to queue up. So they can make it a bit more even for us.
I could show you a thing or two.
Do I have any? I do. Yeah. A bit more damage. I don't even know if like Echo and Roar is that good, but it, you know, if it interrupts and deals damage, it's pretty good. But because this game, unlike World of Warcraft, doesn't put cast bars above your head, maybe there's an add-on to put cast bars above people's head, but in RVR that would be a lot of cast bars. I don't know when people are casting generally, because I don't know what all the spells look like when people are casting them. Like, let's take a warrior priest for example, the class that have actually leveled to 40. It only really has one cast, and it's only a second long. I ain't gonna see that shit within 600 milliseconds, because looking at that actually going off, the only animation of it is the very end. So for me, like, seeing if someone's casting or something in this game is very difficult. It's like when you get disarmed or disabled or, you know, stuff like that. There's no animation. You just are. So for someone who's new to the video game, when you get disarmed, you don't even realize half the time. You know, the screen's telling you you are disarmed, but if you're busy, you're focused on things. Maybe you don't see it. You still got your weapon. So it's definitely hard to get used to like all the little things in this game with animations. I don't remember how it was on live because it was so long ago that I played and only for a little bit. Man, we got an insta-kill and then nothing. Destro healers. Still. Probably just like 2 Destro healers queuing and they're absolute giga chads. Close to 24. If we don't suck ass in the next scenario, maybe it's possible. Maybe I can get 1 kill in the next scenario. We didn't get any in the first 2. Kind of embarrassing in some respects. I almost killed that zealot one time. I think it was like 20%. I used my morale, which, you know, does quite a bit of damage, and he went up in health. I was like, fucking healers, man. Does look like Chaos Waste is play right now, though. That happens. Although Illyrian and Shadowlands is probably gonna get up there quite fast if run boxes. I think I've only been to the Elf Tier 2 zone like 1 time on my Warrior Priest. I don't think I have on this character. Nope. So I don't know if I even have the influence kept on the Warrior Priest. Come on, I want one more scenario before Ram time. Please. One more scenario before rain time. Laps around the, what are these called? The gallows, right? Laps around the gallows. That's what we do in Warhammer Online. It's a bit dark. I've always wondered, like, when you're playing a video game, like, you know, you used to run laps around Dalaran in World of Warcraft. Now I'm running laps around the gallows. Raps. I wonder if there's people that do this in real life. They just have a spot and they walk around it. Like, I guess running is basically that. If you have a spot, you do laps around it, but I wonder if there's walkers. I never do. I'm wondering. I guess just walking somewhere, but like walking around it 10, 20 times, you know? That would be weird. Still no Destro healers. Does look like they might have been at some point though, because some people are out the queue now. Unless they were just like bored. Hopefully though, have enough time to get a scenario in and then maybe go to Chaos Waste. Like maybe I'll go to the Chaos Waste earlier, who knows. Maybe I'll go hit 59 renown on my warrior priest. I mean, I haven't played it for a week. So gotta play it every now and then. I don't know why these ones are still here. It ain't no weekend right now. But especially the Battle for Prague, because it was like the last actual event, right? Like this thing. I did manage to do the level 21 beer wrestling before the event ended, even though I was like level 18 or something. I can do that, surely. I'm a white lion. I just set my lion on him. I didn't really touch it. I love when you get stuck on things for no reason. It is one fun thing about this game, that you gotta, you know, kinda come to love, is the jank when you just jump at a wall and sometimes you get stuck. There are a lot of Destro on in Chaos Waste now. Might become an alright fight there. Blood of the Black Curd. What's this one all about? 5 captured a point. Don't think I've ever been here though. Capture, looks like. Yeah. Like Arathi Basin. probably better with more people, but we're probably only gonna have like 5 people, so it's gonna be weird. We have a fellow white lion. But we'll do the scenario and then see about Chaos Ways. I do like how the War Lion becomes cooler as you level. Like mine's naked right now, you know? There's a bit of armor. No healer? One they got over there. Potentially a healer, but they do have 5 people. I want to go this one. Like maybe I should go in the middle, but don't need to touch. That takes a while though, doesn't it? Must be however many people you send to a place, because they captured theirs way faster. Get there a bit late. Don't do any damage to that chopper. At least we scored some points this time. Wake up, gentlemen. They are all roaming together. There's definitely way to go, I'd say. There's a witch elf in my ass every time, man. I don't think we're meant to win this anyway, because we currently do not have a healer. They do. We're down 1 person, so can't say it's our fault. It is, but it isn't, you know? It's like yesterday when I was running through Prague to get to the group, and a witch elf was just, you know, happened to be standing right where I was. There's always a witch elf up my ass. What's this guy doing? Roaming around. Trying to cut me off. We're doing all we can, really. Run around in circles and not let them have fun. Maybe it would be possible to get one kill, but I really kind of doubt it. What the fuck? Leap. Just heals through everything. Hope you guys like that leap. Just end up somewhere after pressing it. That's the 400 MS leap life. Well, at least I got top damage on the wall. But yeah, like I said, no healer immediately. You're gonna lose. Can't win a scenario today. Well, I think I will jump on my warrior priest. Maybe. Probably. Go see about doing some chaos waste. Haven't played the warrior priest in a week. Might as well. Remember how to heal. See about if we can win chaos waste and then do a fort. I want to go pick up this quest for it. Hopefully I'm not that bad at healing. You know, it's been a moment. In a moment or two. Might as well go get this one while we're here. Just need group to actually have some fun. Actually, my running T-pose. It looks like you're about to jump up in the sky and fly there, you know? For one of those. Haven't done anything this week, so I can get a free one anyway. Need some money. These other one. Yeah. Yeah.
I need your help.
Something or another. Get out here. Mercy out here. There's a few other groups. But we'll see. I'm gonna wait for a moment. All the boys are coming together. Two groups got formed at the same time. Like, which one do I join? I mean, this one's being spammed in the chat, so probably that. Although this guy just said the other guy joined the other guy. I joined this group and then he's like, another guy made a group. Join him. Yeah. Gotta lead the party. I can't just some bullshit. Alright, where are we? Is it safe? Is it safe? Are we safe? Does it look safe? I don't know, it might be a witch elf. The amount of witch elves that I've seen in my travels in the last 2 days, just standing in the middle of nowhere. I understand why people don't like stealth classes. You're just riding through Prague like there's no one around. You're not even going down the main road, and then a witch elf just jumps you. Like, oh. How is it possible that they are literally everywhere? Battle going on here. Gotta remember we're a healer now, not a DPS, so and we have to heal. Might need to warm up to it though. It's been a week. That's kind of why I want to make a disciple of Cain, so I can heal on the other side as well, but then it's like you're basically doing the same thing anyway, so no matter what. Well, I healed one person for 400. Destro stopped doing damage for a moment. Right, yeah, we know. Don't want to get too crazy about it. Some people, I've done this on my white line, you know, we go a bit too far. And then... Well, that guy is miles away. There's no way I can save him. He's deep in there. I don't mind the life of being a healer in this game. It's not, like, terrible. But it was nicer when I was feeling like an absolute god in the mid-tier. I am disabled. How did that one tank manage to just single me out? Yeah, he got killed for it, but I was... I don't know how we keep that guy alive. But we did, and that's all that matters. I'm definitely better on this character for content like this than the white line, because on the white line I would be standing around throwing X's. Both have the same aura up, but I don't really want to drop it when I'm in a pug band anyway, because you know, you never know if the other person in your party is going to be too far away at the moment. Damn bright wizards always burning themselves, making me heal them. Be like, oh yeah, just a bright wizard burning themselves. I already healed him. How it goes. That guy. He is over there. One just spawned a ram. I mean, there's a good brawl going on here. But Not sure the overall goal, other than just fighting. And just fighting is okay. We have guard. Sometimes you. I'm not always going to be up front. I think that guy spawned a ram and then he's just chilling. Oh, yeah, that's my ram. Engineer's very far away. Oh, mercy. I did get out of it. I don't really like this hill. Not my favourite spot we've ever had a battle. I can be honest. Should probably buff as well. Like I said, I haven't played this character a week. Go ahead. Many people. We can definitely commit more. I haven't even used morale. Why can I not see my target? He's below a ridge. Someone spawned a ram and then abandoned it. 15 rees. Bastard. Man just came up and bonked me. There's always one guy, probably gets pulled there, but there's always one guy that you look back and he's just like 100 people deep. Oh, I'm down. Push. Let's get it. That guy was too. Yeah, it was going to be a hard one. Pretty. I say the one thing I don't like about this back and forth that always happens is when one group starts like running at the other, you know, it's like an intimidation. Half the people just run away. Well, got knocked over and disabled. They definitely were ready to press forward. Right when I was talking about the I don't like how people keep running away from a fight. That should be happening. They're like, right, you're right. We'll push forward. Apparently they bought siege cannons. That's cheating. Bringing siege cannons to a people fight? Filthy Destro cheaters. Oh, tier 4 scenario. Pretty shit. I've never done like a city scenario. Obviously I've never even done a city raid because I haven't been playing that long, and usually when it's happening I'm offline. I've only been on one time when it was happening. And that was when I looked up how to get in there. So. Like, I like how it changes time that it happens. Because that means more people might get a chance to actually participate in it, you know? But still, I somehow managed to be offline every single time. But maybe one day. Like, this is in 1 day 20. During the weekend, I won't be around. Hopefully I can mow the lawns and stuff this weekend, but it has been raining for the last 2 days, so these guys sneaking around over here. Stop that witch elf scum. Yeah. I mean, we're blobbing up, but they're blobbed up, so everyone's blobbing up. Blob or be blobbed. See, when my friends and I started playing with our 5-man, we were like, oh yeah, we can just be a small group of people that runs around and, you know, takes off, kills some people if we can. I don't know if that would be possible in the landscape of this game right now. They are hanging around. Obviously I haven't been playing that long, so I don't know like how it's changed over time, but I would assume at some point. Oh, I'm glad I got that off as I was flying through it. Work out for us, did it? I was talking about our blob. Their blob's superior right now. Like, I don't like blobbing up, but you know, sometimes you gotta, and that's the reason. I once had a there was a guy leading a warband, and he was so mad that people were trying to blob on him that he just stood outside the war camp AFK for like 10 minutes. And then people started blobbing on him again. And he just rage quit. It was kind of funny. I mean, at least there's a fight going, you know? Like I've said, win or lose, I don't really care what's happening as long as something is happening. Like, I'd rather be fighting and losing than winning a keep that has no people in it. As long as there's no stream sniping. Don't want to be blobbed and stream sniping. That would be embarrassing. Winnie, I cannot save you. At least we killed some. I will say that was a strange angle to be hit by. It didn't seem, you know. Kill the cannon. They've been having this thing around, beating our asses. I'm gonna go kill that cannon. The source of our woes, cannon. We hate cannons. Name's Kenan. Sorry. Collateral damage. It is what it is. The next time Kelly's in the stream, I need to ask him what Los Autonomous is. Stop that man. He's a menace. Actually a menace. Seen him every day I've been playing. For like the last 2 weeks. Probably killed my characters many a time. We have a level 6. Huge, mate. He's level 7 now, sorry. At least I'll order her down to fight today. Up there and do that healing. I don't think he is actually over there, but the game told me. How close are we? 11,000 renown. The goal was 58. After that, anything's a bonus. Do not care, but, you know. Yeah, I don't know if I can heal a level 7 Witch Hunter. But we'll give it a go. It's funny because there was actually a person in region chat yesterday who said, why do we have a level 7 Witch Hunter? And now I have a level 7 Witch Hunter in my group, so. Very interesting. Here or no. Got caught mid doing other things. Mercy's group got beat down.
A fine fine day. Signor's blessings.
I think I might go and play my white line though, actually. Because I don't want to give these. And there are other people in region chat, you know, talking about how Destro seemed to know where we're going, where we're being, so I'm gonna go on this, see if scenarios happen. This is a PvP game. It's not that hard to, like, you know, imagine stream sniping happens. Can't stream snipe in scenarios. But I know there's some Destro people that stream this game, and obviously they have to deal with it. I watch Tommy Dagger from time to time, not when I'm playing, because you know that'd be weird. Be playing while he's playing on the other faction. I'm not a weird stream snipe person. But sometimes things just happen that are so weird, and some of those things that were happening in Chaos Waste right now are quite weird. Like, there are witch elves all over the map, yeah. Scouts everywhere, but I felt strange about that one attack that Destro did. So we'll just see if a scenario will actually pop. If not... Man, I logged off and 20% and I was that one guy. Probably not. Some order tanks. But that's why I was like a bit weird about streaming this game in the first place. Because it's a PvP game and people take it a bit too seriously. Like they need to win at all costs, you know. It's an old dead game. I don't think anyone should take it that seriously. Enjoyable old dead game. But the more sweaty people get, the less enjoyable it is for the average person. Now you can watch me run around in Altdorf, waiting for a scenario queue. Any other people streaming? Doesn't look like any RVR. One tank in there. I don't know if I queued up fast enough to be like next in line for the DPS anyway, so might miss this next queue. So hopefully another tank and a few more healers queue up. That would be very nice. I would benefit greatly from such a thing. Will the order get a 3-star keep? Like, I only logged into my warrior priest because I was like, there's stuff happening out there. I'll go check it out. 26 minutes here. I don't even know if I'm next in line for. Wonder what level I have to be to do my next book of boom. I know I have to fight a hero mob. Let me see where it starts. Arcanith Knight, South Illyria. Go see if I can manage to somehow. I think there's a level 21 hero mob that you gotta fight. Something to try at least. Give it a look. Be down here to the start of it. Maybe my lion can just solo it. Worth a try. 15-second cooldown. It's not like Mend Pet in World of Warcraft. But it does make them immune to damage while it's happening, so... Maybe it comes out about the same. Dead man. Champion mob shouldn't be too much issue, surely. I did the quest on my Swordmaster down here, and there's a quest over here where you gotta like kill a horse. There's a bunch of horses around, but it's like a named horse, and I could not see it for the life of me for like half an hour. It was hiding in a bush. I couldn't even tab target that horse that I needed. Like, where the fuck is this horse? Kill this guy. Go get him dug. Can I kill a champion without needing to run away? We'll do a kite. Because he throws shit at me. Oh, he's doing less damage with weapon. Or was range weapon than he was with his, you know, face. Also had a silence, which wasn't helpful. Deny. It's kind of funny, the guild that make the guides for this game is called Unreal. And the guild that I am in, well, have been in retail World of Warcraft for 10 years, is also called Unreal. Not the same guild, but it's just an interesting thing to find out. It's also interesting to have a website, but I miss those days when guilds had websites. I think if these scenarios don't pop, it's gonna be a shorter stream today. We'll give it like 10 minutes or something. I'm not too fussed. I'm only streaming for fun, right? I don't need to. Like, I don't need the 10 cents you make per stream.
I have need of your services. Skill and stillness.
Alright, this might be a challenge. I think Doug's gonna have to solo it. I don't know if he can. But we'll give it a try. I wonder which one would be beast. It reduces for everyone else. This is just damage. This would at least reduce the damage that he's doing to the Pete. Maybe. And we didn't get 3-star keep. Unlucky. I don't want to fight you again, mate. Out the way. Need to kill a cougar. Worry about it, Doug. So many enemies all over the place in this game. Like, honestly, doing a solo, like, this game would be so hard if it had hardcore and you were just a solo DPS doing PvE leveling. That would be way harder than World of Warcraft hardcore, to be honest. Alright, we've got the shank. Now, Doug, I need you to take aggro and live. If you don't live, I am gonna run away. Hopefully I live. This is gonna be hard though, I think. Yeah, if I fail, need to abandon the quest. Great. Alright, I watched Doug's health. Done 1% damage. Not looking great right now. I don't think he's going to do enough. Maybe I could throw some X's. That won't take aggro, surely. Nature's Bomb doesn't, like, come up fast enough, I don't think. Maybe if I sent it right away, that is a halt. But even then, this would be ridiculous. Okay, I immediately take aggro. I didn't expect to immediately take aggro. Doug, we're running. This horse is so fast. Oh no. See what I mean though? As a solo DPS? Doing hardcore. That would actually be rough. It says effortless, by the way. Not sure you know what effortless means, video game. Yeah, I guess as soon as we get dug into combat, we just send the heal rather than hold. Maybe he can be pre-heal even. We'll give it one more try. Where are you going? Wait, if you take aggro. Healing aggro help? Oh no. What are you doing here, Cougar? I'm a bit busy, mate. I just hit 24. I don't think this helps. Damage Pete takes, right? Damage that I take. Do it anyway. Makes me feel better. Come on, Douglas. You got this. If I had a second heal for the pet, easy. Doug, I think we're done, mate. I'm gonna run away. I'll see you later. Hey, 69%. Good attempt. But yeah, I would say that's not really doable. Maybe after I equip my Devastator gear when we get to, what is it, 28 I think for the whole set. But that's okay. I just wanted to see if it was doable right now. But that's just one of those things that you'd have to figure out. That's what I mean. If hardcore like Warhammer Online was a thing, and you were only allowed to play solo DPS, there'd be a lot of actual challenges. Unlike when I play hardcore WoW and everything's pretty easy because I've been playing the game for 20 years. I'm sure when I go back to hardcore WoW to try and finish my current challenge that I'm doing, I will forget how to play though, because I've been playing this game. But the heal tank strat, like, it's just one of those things that you'd have to be like, alright, we've figured this straight out, we're gonna do it now. It'll be fun. I know there was a Warhammer content creator that was like doing a hardcore challenge, but he was allowing be in groups and stuff, like 2 people. Which, you know, is probably the only way to actually make it to 40 without struggling. Funny because I was thinking when I first started playing this game, I was like, you know what, hardcore would actually go hard in this game. And then I saw that post on the forums, so I'm like, hey, that's my idea. But I never talked about it, so just other people thinking the same thing. Did I get a extra... Did get a new morale. Showed up in the chat. Overpowering blow. We have rank 3 morale now. Strike your opponent with surprising force. The knockdown. Well, that's useful. That might actually be pretty good against that horse, actually. I would put aggro, though. Like, I attack it one time, I get aggro. Effortless, my ass. I guess stun it and then submission. But then I wouldn't have the morale for a while again.
I'm giving lessons.
And it would probably start eating my pet again, you know? Do I need this? Hunter strike. Seat. That does sound pretty nice. Do I even have that? I think it's from this. Right? Save that point. I'm not sure. Not sure what. Good.
Listen to a veteran a while.
Probably redo these now. Been putting points everywhere. I want a scenario. I don't know if it's gonna happen. But if it does happen, I might be in the next one. So I'm willing to wait and see. UFO just went past. Someone's car sounded a bit interesting. It wasn't flying, but I mean, it was in a sense. It was flying down the road. How much is Conqueror and Vanquisher gear for the White Lion? Just in case.
Don't mention the war.
I do enjoy how every time I want to use the auction house, I've got to reload the UI. Quite expensive, those. Is it any good? I mean, it's alright. Vanquisher a bit cheaper. Easier to get. Makes sense. Like, I already had 4 pieces of Vanquisher from bags before I could wear Vanquisher on my warrior priest. I think I only got 2. Honk. You just spend a lot more time getting Vanquisher than you do Conqueror. One Q pop. I mean, there's a healer, there's 4 tanks on Destro, so we just need some tank and healer action on order, and then maybe it will happen. I think no matter what though, after the next scenario, I'm probably done for the day. Like, I would go out to Chaos Waste and fight, but you know, it was a bit strange. It was as if Destro knew our every move. There's actually I think it's down this way. There's like a public quest that spawns over here. My friend and I were running through Altdorf. Our first time we ever came to the city. I think here is where it spawned. Yeah. You gotta talk to that guy. But he talked to the guy, right? Because he's like, oh, public quest, I'll start that. And then like 20 dudes spawned and just killed him. Like, well, it does say hard. Nice rail slide there. And these, the barrels around town with the scave in, he also found one of those. So that first, like 5 minutes in Altdorf, my friend had died twice because he just likes clicking on things. It was quite funny. I don't know about that. That's bait. I don't like clicking on things because generally I look at something and I'm like, that doesn't seem right. I'm just not going to bother with it. That's why now that we're playing Baldur's Gate 3 together, me and that friend, it's a bit chaotic because, you know, you got me on one side who's playing Dark Urge naturally. But I'm like actually trying to focus and he's just going everywhere. I wanted to see what Dark Urge did to multiplayer. It has been interesting. We're playing with another friend who hasn't played through. I did warn him beforehand. I'm like, alright, I kind of want to play Dark Urge, but only with your permission. Because people will die. There's nothing I can do about it. We have had our first Dark Urge killing already. And the character that does die, he was saddened by because he liked that character.
Praise the gods. You can help me, can't you?
Ah, this is where the mentor we saw.
Plenty of work to be done.
I went and did sewers on this character because John Boy was trying to get some mentor marks. So managed to get the run through from him. Nice. It's good that they added that system. It reminds me of the mentor system in Final Fantasy XIV. Not exactly the same, but you know, it makes people actually go out of their way to help new people, which is nice. Like Destro might ram Chaos Waste through. See? I just want to play a scenario. I am one of 2 DVS in the queue for order right now. It's gonna happen. I need to decide what I want to do next week. I am kind of partial to leveling a Destro character at some point. So I can have a healer over there for when they need it, which is always, because there's always more order. Like today is the only day that I feel like I've been streaming and there are more Destros. To be fair, they were winning the fights out there, so it makes sense. Cheated though. We know. They had guns? That's cheating. Alright, 1 order tank, please. What am I stuck on?
Get your purse ready.
What can you buy from these? I always find it interesting, like, I guess people that play this game a lot want to level fast, right? For me, I want to level slower. I guess after you hit tier 2, it's kind of like you might as well level faster, but man, when I start, I want to be in tier 1 as long as possible, having fun. As long as the fun's happening. So I actually get these for when I'm out and about, just doing some PvE or something. They're the opposite. Like, I wish I could have a character that's just in tier 2 for scenarios. You hit 39 and you stay there forever. Like, that'd be fun. Titles. No one cares about titles, but I'm sure you have everything else. Maybe there are people that care about titles, not me. Teach your group the skills you've learned, increasing their income and experience by 3%. Influence. And then it just increases. It seems pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty awesome thing. Since they're pocket items as well. That is very much like the Final Fantasy XIV mentor system, because you get like more I think it's experience and something. Might just be experience. Emotional support piglet. Longren. Thank you for the raid. The white lion. Checking out some things in Altdorf. I don't know how long I'll be streaming either, but I appreciate the raid. Yeah, I've watched your stream a little bit on White Lion. Just trying to pick up some tips. I don't know how to control the pet very well. The pet just does what it wants. Even when I call it back, it's like, I'm gonna go over there. Well, that's good. At least it's not just me. It's just my accent. It can be a pet and a pet. After playing World of Warcraft for so long and having pet controls that do stuff, it's like, oh, this is different. Yeah. I've got the heal button bound and I just spam that shit and hopefully it works. I am from New Zealand. It's not an accent a lot of people probably hear a lot, so. Pete is just Pete. E's and I's are very like difficult to understand when you listen to the New Zealand accent if you don't have a lot of like experience with it. I've had to have this conversation many a time. It's okay. It's not the first time. Red Ram CW. I'm hoping this scenario will pop at some point. But yeah, I've been leveling my white lion for a little bit. Not too much time, I'm only level 24. And it's been pretty fun. I do play with 400 MS, so when I leap at people, sometimes I leap away from them. But it's a pretty fun class. Yeah, there's only a few of us in New Zealand, you know. I think there's only like 5 million people that live here or something. So then you got to think, how many people will you actually hear throughout your life in a country of 5 million people? Because there's probably only, you know, 50 people that stream. Even the world maps do not know about New Zealand. You are right in that. There's a subreddit called r/maps without New Zealand. Some maps in New Zealand even don't have New Zealand on it. So it's an interesting thing to look at from time to time. There's a down by the beach in my town that I live in. There's a map that New Zealand is only just on, and I'm like, damn, they almost forgot it. Yeah. I'm guessing it's just down to netcode. Like, I was thinking maybe it had something to do with my latency as well. It probably does, but I'm guessing the netcode isn't, like, the best in this game, considering it came out when World of Warcraft's netcode was also pretty bad, so it probably didn't have the update because it died off, right? Man, I don't have any wives. That's news to me. I don't know how the general male to female ratio is, but it seems pretty even when I go outside. I have not obtained any wives yet, though. Maybe I need to try harder. We need some order tanks. So a scenario even. I have heard that about Latvia though. Like those kind of countries up there. I think in Balkan states as well. I've heard that. I don't know how true it is. Obviously, I've never been, so I can't confirm or deny. But in New Zealand, it seems pretty even. Maybe it's just where I live. Sorry you raided into me running around in Altdorf waiting for a scenario. I went to Chaos Waste before on my Warrior Priest. I have a level 40 Warrior Priest. That was the first character I got to 40, which only happened a few weeks ago. But, didn't really feel good about the Destro movements that were going on. Yeah, I'm signed up for... I guess you mean like these as well. We should do that. You're right. True. That just happened. Thank you for the reminder. I'll go that for now. It does damage. Yeah. Right before this raid happened, I was saying, I think we'll try getting one more scenario and then probably log off for the day. This is about the time where the game dies down, you know. Hex synergy. Okay. I will trust your judgment because you are a white lion and... Tell me what to do, I'll do it. If you ever need help, it's like, just trust the person that plays the class, you know? It's 1:30 PM here. I live on the opposite end of the world. Completely. During like the main hours in New Zealand, the game is basically dead. I wish I could play during EU hours, but obviously I'm sleeping during EU hours, so I can wake up and then be productive through the day. But sometimes throughout the day I have nothing going on, so I just decide to stream. Did get a few scenarios going earlier though. Nice. Yeah, that is true. Sometimes when I log in and it's like 8 PM to 10 PM, there's only like one warband going on. It's pretty nice, you know, you're just having some good fights. You're not fighting 100 people. Really depends on the day though. Yeah, I have my pet on defensive right now because I was doing something before. And I'm bad at controlling it generally anyway. But I have tried to get better. So sometimes I'll put them passive. I think I might have it bound. No. Yeah. One of those new player things, you know. Sometimes I'll just set it on defensive and I'll be like, Doug, do your thing. If you kill someone, good job. That is true. You get like a little dot on you just randomly when you're passing someone and he just runs off down the road. He's going to the shops. One tank. Hopefully I'll get better at using it. Comes with practice, right? How long we've been playing White Line? Over a day. I think my total time playing this game is about 7 or 8 days played. Like I said, I only have my first level 40 like a few weeks ago. As a healing warrior priest, a little bit different to a melee DPS. But hey, I'm glad you raided into me and were here to give me some tips because, as I said, someone that plays a white line probably knows a lot more than I do. It's quite hard to come across information on this game. That's a hard thing to decide because I'm not level 40. I really like when I'm able to actually fight people on the white line. So when I was in tier 1 and I ended up leveling in tier 1 on a day where there was a good amount of action. Like I think both sides had 15 to 16 people. Or at least somewhere around there. So that was really fun. But I also don't mind healing in this game. I'm generally not a healer when it comes to playing MMOs. Like I've played tank and DPS in World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, Guild Wars 2 I was always a DPS. So I've never really been a healer, but I don't hate it in this game. And maybe it's just because having 400 MS and being on the other side of the world connected to the bad latency makes it a little bit easier for me. But I also can't really, as a healer, I can't really go out there and solo, you know. So I just wanted to level a DPS so I could have a little bit of fun when I don't have other people to run around with. Stuff like that. I think the game's pretty good though. Like, it at least allows a lot of skill expression when you're a healer or a tank. I don't know how much of that can really translate into a DPS because like I said, I'm only level 24. I don't have everything yet. But the few times I've watched you play, you know, being someone that is a level 40 white line and has some good gear, it looks alright. Sometimes I don't know what's going on. Hey, you found your niche spec? As long as it works for you, then it's all good, right? That is one thing I do like about this game, and I think would have been a bit better if, you know, Mythic didn't kill it off and EA didn't make them release it during probably the peak of World of Warcraft and stuff like that. I think specs would have been a lot more fleshed out. Like, we could have come to a point where tanks could have had a real, like, DPS spec, stuff like that, you know? So it's kind of sad in that way that it never happened. Because I did play ages ago when the game was live servers. I only made it to about mid-20s. I had a Disciple of Cain. But obviously I was a World of Warcraft player back then, so it wasn't like a main video game for me. Like everyone else, I was a World of Warcraft player back then. But I'm always interested in, like, just random specs that people can find. Like, I have a Swordmaster as well. It's mid-30s right now, I think 33. And I'm currently just running around with a shield with all the, like, shield talents. Like, there's one that does damage when you block and stuff like that. And it's probably not that good, but it feels alright. Gives me some AoE. I feel like there's a bunch of specs in this game that probably have people that don't even touch them, but there might be one guy that's like, alright, I'll do that. And other than the white lines that I have grouped with in like random warbands and stuff like that, you're the only one I've actually seen stream the game, so. Yeah, that's fair. They are very... I mean, this game's kind of like vanilla TBC, maybe even into Wrath of the Lich King kind of style of World of Warcraft, so it would be hard to get into World of Warcraft. 2013 would have been what? After Wrath, Cataclysm, maybe Mists of Pandaria. It would have been quite hard to get into WoW after that, probably. So I can understand that. I started playing WoW when it first came out in 2004. I'm old as... I'm ancient. Almost 40. So, you know, it was just something that I was already into. But then Warhammer Online came out when I was kind of having a break from WoW. So I tried it out and I liked it. But then WoW, you know, I was still playing WoW, so I didn't like it enough to be like, I'll quit WoW. And then it died by the time I wanted to play it again. So it was kind of sad. The only reason I'm actually playing the private server, I would say, is because I got really into Total War Warhammer. Like, I have about 700 hours in Total War Warhammer 3 right now. And there's probably at least another 700 in there at some point. But then I was like, you know, I remember there was a Warhammer Online. I kind of want to try it out. do some of the content. So I found myself here. I did have some friends that I started with, but they are more WoW players than anything else. So the new WoW expansion kind of stole them from me again. I don't know if this scenario queue is actually ever gonna have it. Depends if tank queues, I guess. Maybe I'll go back to Chaos Ways. Yeah, I'll have to look into that when I get up there. I currently have... I think in the first tree. Was it Huntsman? I don't remember the name. First one though. I currently have the few points that I have in there. I picked up Echo and Roar just because it's like, oh, that's an interrupt that might happen randomly and I'll do some damage. Whatever tree's that in. The only reason I know, like, the warrior priest names on that character is because, well, Salvation does the healing. Wrath does the DPS, you know. But yeah, White Lion, it seems a bit more like... What are they? Yeah, Hunter. I do have a point to spend also. I'm wondering if I actually need pack hunting. Or should I just put more points somewhere? You can tell me. You're the expert. If you were leveling a White Lion right now and you were low level 20s, where would you put the points? Yeah, Force Opportunity. I was looking at that. Does look pretty nice. So I guess I just keep putting points into here until I get that. Yeah, when I look through the trees just when I'm leveling and I'm like, you know what, this one looks pretty nice, so I'll go for that. Not sure if Whirl and X will happen. I'm not really been following any guides or anything. I just go where I like the look of. But you know what? That ability looks alright. I'll go up there. Timer on the random scenario has completely gone now. Edge. I'll go stand in Chaos Waste on this character and just see if anything's actually going down. Cull the Week. It's like well, actually, it might not be. I'm thinking of a Total War Cull the Week, you know, if the target is low, they die. Below 25% execute. I don't know if it's that, but it would be funny if it was. There are some things happening out here. I'm gonna keep waiting until the scenario happens. Ah, I see. So it is basically an execute, but not like a one-shot, I guess. Just some damage. That sounds good. White Lion reminds me of like Warrior in World of Warcraft, just with a pet. Like you've got the reduction in armor, you got the execute, you got the charge. There was a reason Warrior was very good at the start of World of Warcraft. I think White Lions basically had that same treatment. You know, it's got a lot. Doesn't have stealth yet. Do you think White Lion will ever have stealth? Might as well give it to them. Half of camouflage. Let's bring it in. I've been ganked by so many witch elves. I think it's time that we have our revenge. Looks like order might be coming back in the Chaos Waste now. I was here on my Warrior Priest earlier, but I kind of dipped out. Just don't let the people that hate White Lion know that you would like an invisible White Lion. I have seen a lot of complaining about this class. Not the reason I started it. I just wanted to do a melee DPS and White Lion looked like the most fun one. But you know, it has a stun. I just got my morale 3 when I leveled up last. So you got the stun, you got the leap, you got the pull eventually. So there's probably a lot of things to be upset about if a White Lion comes up and hits you. But hey, I think every class has that. I still can't kill healers in scenarios. It is what this. I haven't ever tried any tier 4 scenarios on my Warrior Priest. But I did notice that you like to do a lot of those. So I'm glad there are people actually doing them. Yeah, honestly, I was in a scenario earlier and a witch elf stunned me and then I was dead. And I'm like, okay. Like, there was a squig herd hitting me as well. That's probably why I was dead, but I was dead before I could move. So right now I think witch elves are more of an issue than White Lions. And yesterday I was running through Prague, just minding my own business. I wasn't even near the main road. Like I was somewhere over here, and a witch elf ganked me, and I'm like, why are they over here? So yeah, I agree. Witch elves suck. But then, if I was playing Destro, I'd probably be like, you know what? Witch hunters suck. Ah, you're leveling one up. Hey, if you can't beat them, join them, right? I do want to level a Destro character eventually as well. I'd probably do another Disciple of Cain, like I did on live server. Have a healer over there. Just for when Destro needs a little bit of help, and generally they do. Plays the White Lion, plays the Witch Elf. Starting to see a trend. I don't know if this scenario is ever going to happen. But even if it doesn't, I'm glad that you guys are here so we can have a chat. I've always said that streaming is just like playing a video game in the background while talking to people. And that's pretty much what's going on. We're not even playing. Especially a game like this. Because it's like not a video game that you get instant gratification, you know? Things happen slowly in Warhammer Online, and I'm okay with that. Especially because I don't know people that play this game. But that's probably more on me than the community. We'll see what Order does in the Chaos Waste. That's why I'm here, just standing around, waiting, seeing if something happens while my scenario is happening. Or not. I feel like there's probably pre-made, because I've been as a DPS in the queue forever. And other people have joined the queue, maybe left the queue, maybe got in. Alright, Longren. Thank you once again for the raid. It was nice chatting with you. Maybe I'll start talking in your stream when I'm there from time to time. I just lurk everywhere. And you, Poppy. Poopy? I read Poppy. You're a poopy. Alright, have a good night. Alright, Poopy. Got it. I will never call you Poppy ever again. There is a ram. Oh shit, the scenario. It's the rams happening? Yes. We both made an error. A Pete and a Poppy. It was nice chatting with you though. Have a good night. A good sleep. Alright. Let's see if Order can win one scenario today. I got into this scenario before and we had no healer, and Destro had an extra person plus a healer. It seems like it might happen again, but we might have a healer. Yes, we have a healer. So it's an improvement. We'll see how much of an improvement. And then if the ramen's still happening after that, maybe I'll go join in. Oh, he is using a shield, you're right. I didn't even... Whenever I see a warrior priest with a mace, I just assume they have a tome. like my brain's like, he's got a hammer. That means he's a healer. He might not be a healer. We shall see. I'm gonna run up the middle. Maybe. Oh, no one wants to go mid. They sort of follow. Can you? Oh, this is locked until the other ones are locked. Duh. No wonder they don't go mid. I was wondering about that. Come back. I got 2 squigs. Let's get him dug. And a witch out. I am being shot the shit out of, but I will do as much damage as possible. Heat's gone. It's not a button. Hey, we actually got a kill. That's already better than the last 2 scenarios. This guy will probably leap away from me. I will say I hate tab target in this game a lot. Like, after playing World of Warcraft for so long, tab target in this game is pretty horrendous. Jump ahead of him. Well, to be fair, with our DPS Rune Priest and our Shield Warrior Priest, I don't think it's too bad. Maybe they got something going for them. We did leave that engineer to fend for himself. Kind of want to follow the tank around so I have someone melee in. I'm in that little way. That's a big squig. As soon as I start getting shot at by a squig herder, I'm like, man. Those guys hit hard. At least we're getting some good fights. You're right. I haven't had my Peter taken. No wonder my damage is so ace. A new player thing, right? Can I get a little bit more morale and kill this guy? Okay. That's why I sometimes just leave it on defensive, so it actually is doing something. We can take damage if we get too far in, but like the tank just got thrown away. I don't know why he was asking why. Like he got punted. Not like I punted him. I'm enjoying this scenario a lot more than, you know, the scenarios I had earlier. I think this tank we have is very, he doesn't like dying. Like, there's a time to retreat, guys. Get in there, Doug. Get the ace. Here we go. Thank God, don't care. If I had alt tab that actually worked, I could have killed that guy there. Oh, thank you. That's the best punt he could have done. There are some things that I need to work on, obviously, but I'm new. I'm learning. We did it. I won a scenario today. Let's go. Okay. Well, the ramming is happening. I don't think I can get into his warband because I'll be auto-kicked. But I wonder if I can actually make it up there without getting ganked by a witcher. This is going to be difficult. That is one thing that I've found with being a DPS, you know, joining a pug warband, your chance of being kicked from it is much higher than being a healer. I think on my healer I never once got auto bane kicked. I'll just follow heal round, hopefully. It is a random chosen. Heal round is my god. I trust heal round with my life. Hey, even if I'm here without a warband, hunting. Doug, go get that guy. Don't need a warband to kill him, man. Yeah, he has a 30 limit. And it's very aggressive. I could log into my warrior priest again, but my warrior priest is level 58 renown, and I was kind of, when I hit Vanquisher, I was like, alright, I'm happy with this character. So I don't really care too much about it. Do I have Alt Finder yet? Been waiting? No. Not yet. But I was in this battle earlier on my warrior priest, so I've been in this battle on both characters. So my warrior priest will get some renown anyway. Might as well slurp up what I can on this character before I log off for the day, you know. Maybe get a fort done. Just fuck around. Kind of cool for Lone to come in and raid us though, because like I said, I need some White Lion training. I always appreciate any help. I am not someone who can't take some constructive assistance. Been playing MMOs for like half my life. And back when I started, the only way you get like assistance is by talking to other people, you know? And this game has not a lot of information on the internet. Let's be real. So sometimes it's nice to just have someone that can actually be like, hey, you should try this. Don't know if that guy was actually killing them. Overflow. Go. Got one guy. Got one healer. That's all I need. Yeah, this guy set it to level 16. He's a nice guy. Especially on an overflow. Like having a warband that's like level 30 plus or something. Bit much. Yeah, yeah. Depending on how the weekend's looking, I need to edit some World of Warcraft videos on the weekend. Probably. Currently doing a series in World of Warcraft, playing hardcore, but haven't really been releasing videos that much lately because I've been playing Warhammer Online. I'm going in. I do like the animations of the white line attacks. There are some very cool animation. Alright, Doug. Let's just fight the Keep Lord and everyone else can do whatever. I'm getting morale, so I can send that too. A little bit extra damage. I'm sure this group will probably, you know, get a few more people before. You're wronged. I told you he was my god. He's in the party now. I did actually go and pick up the fort quest earlier. When I was running around Altdorf, I was like, you know what, might need this. Just on the off chance. Good thinking, I guess. We'll see how much of a fight they put up now. I mean, the reason I left Chaos Waste on my Warrior Priest was because their movements were weirding me out, right? And there were a lot of people in region chat being like, how do they know where we are? And I was just like, I'm not going to give them information if they're doing that. And now we're back. I'm not going to assume there was some stream sniping, but it was weird. But it's a PvP game. It's not like it would be surprising. Well, we have a 6-man. Nice. Very big. I don't know if this... I guess the keep and the fort probably get us to 34 now. Probably. Empire. Because it has a 3-star keep too, so could be worth it. I've only been here like 10 minutes on this character, sure, but still. Come out of scenario after winning and then win some more, you know? Can't stop winning. It's been a slow day overall, but hey, we'll win in the end. And that's what really matters. As long as you win in the end. What's that name? Let Me Guard. That's pretty good. Michael. Where's my other fella that I ran some BGs with? There's another Knight of the Blazing Sun. He was in every party I was in and every scenario I was in yesterday. It's crazy. It's like, man, this guy's stalking. Help. But Michael also. We've been in a lot of parties together over the last few days. And some scenarios. One more chop. Well, you know, I was already, like, when I got raided, I was, like, already talking about maybe we end soon, but I guess we found some content. That's good. For those White Lion enjoyers, you know? Be a bit more White Lion in. I'm definitely not gonna be as good. In fact, some might say that I'm bad. 10 seconds. Opium? I think we win. Nice. I did not win a bag for this zone. That's fair, I was only here for 2 seconds. To the mall. What music are we up to in this playlist? Got another hour nearly. Good enough. Surely we're only here for 20 minutes? We'll see. chair quest. Be at least a little bit useful, you know, as a 24 white lion. Tiny bit. I will say I have enjoyed my time streaming this game a lot more than I will say I enjoyed streaming World of Warcraft for probably the last 6 months. Like, even if people only jump in to, like, have a little look where the order are and stuff like that, you know? Generally, the numbers have been pretty good. It doesn't really matter to me. I streamed for, like, 2 years with one viewer. It's not my main means of income. It is a nice little bit of pocket money. But I think this game is pretty good to stream from a standpoint of, like, the community being like a tiny little niche community, you know? Nice in that regard. The Rizzler's here. Yeah, Warhammer Gamer. Hello, dyslexic. I'll go back to World of Warcraft at some point. Got to finish the medley, you know, but I kind of want to edit the videos that I need to edit before I start playing it again. We're about to go and attack a fort. We just took Destro's keep, which then leads to a fort. So there's a lot of people. They're all WoW players. They came to play Warhammer. But there's 150 order right now and 80 Destro, so that's a good amount of people. Considering this right now is like when the game starts to die down in numbers, we're in that time period. Like over the next hour, it basically drops down to like 200 people, you know, stuff like that. So a good amount of people on right now. Yusuf, no! He's on his way here. He's very far away. I don't know if he's gonna make it. I will follow the man with the giant marker above his head. Wow, he actually let us kill him? It was a guy? That brave man. I'm looking forward to getting my epic elf horse. I like them. Got some nice armor on them. Gotta get to 38. I do have a guard. He is level 18. We will both die immediately as soon as someone touches us, but I do have a guard. But yeah, I had one the White Lion streamers that play this game actually raid me before Dyslexic. Probably a lot of people in here sleeping or something from that raid. So I got some tips on how to play, because I have no idea how to play this class. So that was cool. I just leap and I do damage. That's pretty much how I play. I need to piss. So after this fort, hopefully it doesn't take too long. Probably end stream and have a piss. Probably. But I was just saying before you come in here, like Warhammer Online streaming this game has actually treated me quite well. Compared to like World of Warcraft, saturated directory. Because generally when, you know, if you're looking for a stream on this game, there's probably only 2 to 3 streams up at a random time. I think the most I've ever seen is like 5. Michael is farting. My whole chat is just Michael farts. That's foul. "90 defenders. Might be a good fight then. They can definitely defend with 90 against 150. Doable. But I've got the P buff right now because I really need to piss. Like I can feel it, you know. Thunder just shook the house, so if I DC, I am sorry. Man, that's crazy. It's a crazy message to read, but not like if they live in Australia, I wouldn't be surprised, you know. Whenever I'm playing a video game with my friends that live in Australia, if it starts raining, they're like, okay, if we disconnect, it's raining. Because I lived in Australia for a while, and as soon as it starts raining in Australia, for whatever reason, you have a 50-50 chance of your internet just dying. Are there some Destro out there? Yeah, there's one. Got his ass, so he was camping our boy. Come to res a guy. There's just a guy standing over his corpse. What the fuck? follow leader. Doug will follow me. I will not give him commands. Claim B. Is it cold today for you, Dyslexic? Because it's been raining down here, like, non-stop. Hear a little, like, rain on the roof every now and then. Little pitter-patter. But I do have the heat on. 20 degrees right now. I don't want to be cold. You're already on that quest. Man said, Patage quest, please. I don't know what Patage means, but I'm guessing it is something to do with pass the quest. It makes sense in my head. Alright, time to lock in. Wait for everyone to get in the door. This is the hardest part of forts and keeps. Getting through the front freaking door. Like, just press W, man. It's so hard. Alright, now. We ready ourselves. We don't ready ourselves. I'm missing the whole push, but I got knocked away. I don't think we're actually pushing. Where is my tank? My guard line is being weird. So close. It's a weird thing to be like a melee DPS attacking into a fort without AoE. Cause I'm like, what do? I just stand here and wait till water push. Nothing else I could do. Right now it's just morale building. And they say go, go. It was an interesting knockback. It's like he knocked back from inside. Because we all got punted, like, a weird angle. Crazy. I guess if you can heal from or like through a wall, it makes sense that you can do that though. Kill him, Doug. Just gonna stun someone, and I'm gonna run in, and I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna do it bravely. The lag. I ran in and lag happened, and I was like, well. But I'm inside. Died like an absolute giga chad. Where's the boss guy? There it is. I did my job, you know, I ran in, I stunned someone, and then I died. That's all you can really ask for from a level 24 White Lion, I think. This guy keeps asking for the quest, he's got the quest. Side or rear? Am I not? The boss keeps moving. I'll do one last heal with my group just in case. We're already on it. It's been a pretty eventful day. You know, we had probably an hour of downtime just running around doing nothing. I was thinking about ending stream an hour ago, but I'm glad I didn't now, because now I'm stuck. Help. Someone's being a little movie boy. I was once doing a fort. There weren't too many people. There was like probably 40 on order, and a witch hunter had aggro. He was like full PvE geared. Like he had all this stuff, you know. He was just yelling at the tanks because they couldn't hold aggro off him. Like whatever. But I mean, you can detaunt, right? So we kept resetting the boss. He did it like 3 times. was interesting because it's like we have such a small community in this game. Why would you want to piss people off? Like, I think me streaming this game is enough to piss people off, probably. Just the way I am, it's like, we're gonna stream tonight. But that's why I ditched Chaos Waste before, you know? Just in case Destro were using the stream is like a knowledge giver. But I came back for the end, didn't I? I think Ron's having some internet issues again. He keeps dropping out of the party and coming back. He did yesterday when we were in Prague. He was leading and kept dropping out. It looks like a witch hunter has aggro again, so it's similar to what I was just saying. Yeah, I might as well see my morale. One of my teeth is, well, my gums, I guess. I think it's bleeding. I can taste some. I did go to the dentist on Monday, so I wouldn't be surprised if things aren't 100% yet. 34 renown. Nice. I'll probably just port to Altdorf. I got green bag. Wonder what bag my warrior priest will get for Chaos Waste, if any. I definitely think I taste blood. Not great, but we're almost done. Figure it out in a moment. It's not fun when you go to the dentist and, you know, you come home and you're just like bleeding for a day. But it is always good to go to the dentist. It goes fast for a dwarf. I will take the war crease. I'm going to need a lot of Genesis crease eventually, but we got time. Oh, I did actually win that. Just randomly rolling on the dice as they drop. I won one? Okay. Take it. So we're almost 25. Which is kind of what the goal was for today, but sadly there was not as much content as I was hoping. That's alright. We got what we got done. Three forts for order now this week. It's interesting because like a few weeks ago Destro were destroying on forts, but generally order are destroying on forts. I think people just like playing Order more. I do. I like the classes and the look of the classes on Order a lot more than the Destro ones. Like, the only class on Destro that I actually like the look of is probably Altdorf Kane. 12 for taking 8. I'm gonna log into my warrior priest, but I want to log this character out where it's not getting much race experience. Because, I like being low level. We have finished this for the week, right? Log in the warrior priest, have a look at its gains from Chaos Ways. See how close we got to 59. And then we'll be done for the day, I think. Been an alright stream. I really need to pee, so I don't think I'm gonna raid anyone. So, if you're still here from Lone Grim's raid, thank you first. If you want to make your way somewhere else, feel free. Because as soon as I end the stream, I am running to the toilet. Doesn't look like I've got anything from Chaos Ways. Ooh, maybe it comes later. My blader needs to go. So thank you for joining me today. Have a good night or day depending on where you are in the world. I will be back next week sometime. I won't be here Monday. No matter what happens, no matter what I'm streaming, I won't be here Monday because I have an appointment in like the middle of the day. So that's probably going to be an hour wasted, and you know, if I start stream and then have to leave an hour later, it's not really worth it. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you. Have a good one. Like I said, I'ma go toilet later.